welcome to your SST class. So yesterday we have done components of a map in which we have discussed direction, distance, symbols and the ways of representing the scale on a map. So we have discussed first of all the statement method, then we have discussed the fractional method, and in the last we have discussed the linear scale, or you can say graphic method. After that we have discussed the directions, that is two types of directions we have discussed, cardinal directions and intermediate directions. 4 intermediate directions we have discussed and 4 cardinal directions. So I hope you have understood those directions and distance, and then we have discussed the symbols and the colors that we use in the maps. So I have discussed for plains which color is used, for mountains, and then for plateaus. So I hope you have read the chapter, you have watched the video, and the concept is clear. So only 2 small topics were left, that is a sketch and a plan, and what is the difference between a sketch and a plan. So today let's quickly finish what is sketch and what is plan, and let us see the difference between the two. So let's start. A sketch is a rough drawing which is drawn, is underlined, without using a scale or any conventional sign or symbol. So we don't use any sign, any letter, any symbol for it, neither we use any scale. Simply it is a rough drawing, a freehand drawing. Supposingly if I ask you, just tell me the location to reach your house. So if I have to walk from my house and reach to your house, so you will just give me a rough drawing of that. Maybe a restaurant is there, a hotel is there, a park is there with some signs. So that is what. It is just a rough drawing and it is known as sketch. Suppose your friend has invited you to his or her house for a dinner. She may make a rough drawing for you to reach his or her house. She will show in the drawing names of streets. So it can show the names of streets and rows and arrows to show where to turn. Sometimes you make like this, that you have to turn towards right. Sometimes you make like this. Sometimes you see like this, and sometimes even you draw that you have to walk straight, turn left, turn right. So this is what? This is a rough drawing. It's a sketch. So with these signs you can just represent. So he will show various landmarks like post office, cinema and hotel that will help you to find his or her house easily. Such a drawing is called a sketch, and this type of drawing is called a sketch. So sometimes what happens is that, just see in the pictures, this is what arrows are shown, that turn this side, then move ahead, then turn right, then go further ahead, and a picture of a house is there. Here you can see that tank is there, water tank. This is a symbol of water tank. So these are the key terms. For church we have this, for temple we have a drawing of a temple, for school you can represent by S, and then for petrol pump like this. Then this is a symbol of cinema hall. Then park is represented, hospital always with a plus sign in red color, and post office like this. So you can represent it with these type of symbols. So this is what, it is nothing but a rough drawing, a layout you can say, and this is known as sketch. We don't use any scale to draw a sketch. Okay. And then what is their plan? What is a plan? Supposingly if you have to construct your house, I have already told you in the yesterday's video, then you need a plan, proper plan, where you have to keep your washroom, where have to build you have to build your kitchen, where should be your master bedroom, your study room. All these things need a definite plan. What is the length of your room? What is the breadth of your room? How much area you will keep for your garden? Then for the porch, for the parking. So all these things need a proper and organized planning, and this is known as plan. So this way you might have seen. आपने अपने घर का नक्शा देखा है? If not, then you can ask your parents. They can show you the plan of your house. सभी घर का जो हम कंस्ट्रक्ट करते हैं उससे पहले हमें एक नक्शा बनवाना पड़ता है from the architect. So this is known as plan. So this is the house plan. You can see here is the living room, here is the porch area, here is the bedroom, kitchen. So the architects, they give you this type of plans. So engineers and constructors need to draw an accurate map of a very small area like a house or a building complex, and this is called a plan. So when the engineers, those who does the work of construction or constructors, they need to draw an accurate map of a very small area like a house or a building complex, and this is known as plan. When they have to draw a map of a small area like a house or a building, then they need to draw a plan. Such maps help in the construction of the houses and buildings. Such layouts maps can contain minute details. बहुत बारीक बारीक डिटेल्स होती है, प्रॉपर उसकी मेजरमेंट होती है, बेडरूम की वॉल की लेंथ, ब्रेथ, एवरीथिंग इज मेजर्ड एंड देन द प्लान इज देयर. So for example, they show the length and breadth of each room, its height and the width of the windows and doors. Such accurate maps are known as plans. So plans as compared to the sketch is very accurate, and it contains minute details which are always drawn according to a scale. So we can also say another difference is that a scale is used while making a plan, whereas no scale is used in making a sketch. So you can have a question, what are the differences between a sketch and a plan also. The scale of a plan is different from the scale of a map, but then there is a difference between the scale of a plan and of a map. The map is drawn on a small scale, but the plan is drawn on a large scale. We need a big sheet of paper to draw a plan, whereas a map can be drawn even on a small scale. For example, 1 centimeter on a plan may represent 1 meter on the ground. Therefore, a plan shows a very small area of a place or a building in great detail. So it represents a small scale but with a larger detail, because minute details have to be mentioned over there. So this is the thing that you need to know and you need to remember and understand from this chapter. Components, then sketch and plan, what is the difference between the two, then the symbols that have been used, various signs and symbols, the keys, how you will draw a sketch. So this is all you need to know. So that's all from this chapter, and book work, that is your homework, you are going to do that for yourself, and PDF file I have already sent you of the question answers. I hope you have done it in your fair notebooks. So with this we finish our chapter. So now let's come to the book work and come to page number 144. So let's complete some multiple choice questions are there, match the followings are there. So quickly let's see. Multiple choice question exercise A. According to scale, there are dash types of maps. How many types of maps are there according to scale? We have already done that. Is it 4? Is it 3? Or is it 2? So it is 2. That is large scale map and small scale map. So it is option number C according to your book. So just write down the answers in your book with pencil. Next, in a map, blue color represents dash. Oceans and seas, forests or mountains. Obviously blue color, it is a color of water, so it represents oceans and seas. So it is option number A according to your book. So just write option number A. You can put on tick on option number A. Okay. Next we have exercise B, fill in the blanks. So now let's see the fill-ups. Dash are used for learning and understanding the various features of our planet Earth. What is used? Maps. So just write down in the first pillar the answer would be maps. We all have done that. Okay. A dash is a rough drawing drawn without using a scale. So what is that called in which we don't use a scale and it is a rough drawing only? It's a sketch. Just today we have done it. So it is sketch. Okay. Moving on to the third one now. Mountains on the maps are shown by dash color. You must be drawing mountains in your art and craft. So which color do you use for mountains? Yes, obviously mountains are represented by brown color. So what would be your answer? Brown, right? Fourth and the last one. In India, dash system is used to measure distances. Which system is used? We have done it. Yes. Centimeters, meters, kilometers. This is known as metric system. So what is the right answer? It is metric system. So this is your correct answer. You can note it down. Next exercise, we have exercise C. that is match the following. So let's do that. First I'll give you the answers and then I will write the series, right? So rainfall, it is represented through thematic map. So the correct answer is thematic. You can mark number 1 after number 4 in front of D part. Okay. Physical map, what does it shows? It shows plateaus and plains. So in front of C, write number 2. Pole star, it always points to which direction? We have done that, north direction. So in front of A, write number 3. And the last one, political map, it shows countries and states. So in front of option B, just write down number 4. So what will be the correct series? It would be 3, 4, 2 and 1. 3, 4, 2, 1. So this is your series when you write down the answers. So coming to the next page, that is page number 145, we have 2 more multiple choice questions. So let's see that. A rough map without a scale is called a dash. Already we have done that. Is it a plan? No. Is it a thematic map? No. Then what? It is a sketch. So it is option number B according to your book. So just tick on option number B. An accurate map of a very small area is called a dash. Accurate map. We need very minute details to draw that map. What is that called? Of a small area. That is called a plan. The length we should know, the breadth of the room, of the washrooms, of your kitchen, of your garden. So it requires a very minute detail and it is known as plan. So it is option number B according to your book again. So just put a tick on option number B. So with this we finish the book work. Hope you have done your question answers. The PDF file has already been uploaded on your Google Classroom. And then there is one activity that I want you to do. So come to next page, that is page number 146. Right. So what is this? Under life skill there is one activity you need to do that. I just want you to draw a plan of your house. So this is your activity. This you need to do in your notebooks. Right. So this is your homework for today also. Apart from completing the book work, what will you do? You will draw a plan of your house, right? So I want you to draw a proper plan of your house in your SST notebooks. You will show me where is your bedroom, where is your kitchen, if you have a garden, porch area, ramp, proper parking space, whatever is there. I just want a proper plan of your house in your SST notebooks and it will be considered as an activity. And you can take the help of a plan that they have given on page number 143. So they have given a plan of a house. You can just take the help from there and you have to draw a plan of your own house. So this is your homework for today apart from completing your book work. So with this we finish chapter number 4 of geography. So next what we are going to do is we are going to start with one of the chapters of history according to the syllabus, and we'll be studying about the Vedic age. We'll be studying about the 4 Vedas that we have, the Rig Veda, the Yajur Veda, the Atharva Veda and the Sam Veda. So we'll be starting with lesson number 5 of history. So before you come to class, I just want you to read at least first and the second page so that the concepts are clear. So that's all for today. See you tomorrow in the next video. Thanks for watching.